Hello world, today is Friday, June 19th, 2026, and it's 7:39 p.m. and this is another vlog, a 10-minute raw unedited talk about what is top of mind. And this is the third one of today, and I'm about to walk over to the hotel and have dinner. And I'm just building an app, a new version of the app, so I can put it in the test flight. But what's top of mind? Like, last vlog I talked about what makes a genius and scientific discoveries, and about like a childhood experience that is something that you spend your entire life to translate into a world of language and symbols. Perhaps not. Is it me? Perhaps not. Perhaps yes. But so right now I'm on my phone. I'm like looking at the. I'm trying to build an app, but I'm gonna put that away, and now going to do a product archive, and I want to record something about. I want to say something, right? I want to say something, express something. My point was that now Joseph Campbell talks about this, and I saw this recently. I saw this video clip of him talking about Joseph Campbell, the author of The Hero with a Thousand Faces, and like this in one clip he's talking about how during an orgasm we find our purpose or our motivation. When man and woman have an orgasm, they are now fully in like their cosmic self, and then they bring a child into the world. But at the same time, it's their sense of meaning and goal and motivation. So in fact, like, that's the matrix, and that means like in mythology it's like about we as human beings, we construct our world is constructed around the ritual of reproduction, right? The algorithm is evolutionary algorithm, and that means like all of the activity of humans on Earth, it comes down to like creation of a world so that we recreate it through the next generation. And we pass into it just what we have honestly experienced, what we have seen, the data that we have taken in, and that we did some computation around, and then we pass it on through artifacts, through culture, through language, through math, through architecture, through engineering, through business, through war, through farming and agriculture. All of these things come up with all of these things connect around this kind of logic of the universe. So why am I talking about this? I started talking about this because I thought about that. I saw that video clip and it was kind of in my mind, and I was thinking about like that's also part of the process of creation. Of when we create or something, we have that ultimate feeling of peace, of clarity, of that cosmic consciousness. That feeling of safety, feeling of trust, feeling of that everything's good. In that space, that's when we can like create. That's where we get the motivation. That's when we get the insights. So why am I talking about that? I brought it up because today I was noticing like the thing I really learned and I got really a lot of insight about is that process of the process of feeling locked in, insecure, and confident. Like you know what you're doing and that what you're doing is going to succeed, and that what you have to keep doing is to continue what you're doing. So this is like I'm describing an emotion, I'm describing a state, I'm describing a feeling, I'm describing a mental state of like I'm marching, I'm doing it. And so why am I noticing it? Because the absence of that, like another alternative state of a pattern of working, can be a person that's under a lot of distress, or a lot of stress, or a lot of anxiety, or a lot of fear, a lot of worry. And the frequency of fear is very distracted, it's very disorganized, it's chaotic. It's the frequency and the state and the emotion of fear is doubt. It's a feeling of it's not going to work. It's a FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. It's a feeling of I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's not going to work. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's going to fail. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am doomed. So to me, that's super interesting. Why am I talking about this? Why is it so interesting to me? Because if you track what is your current state, how do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? How do you feel during the day? How do you feel between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.? How do you feel between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m.? What state are you in? What frequency are you at? What emotional state are you in? What does your body feel? How do your lungs feel? How's your back? What posture are you in? Where's your mind? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts grazing on? Or what are your thoughts doing? What state are your thoughts in? Those observations, the answers to those questions determine like if you're like in that first state or the second state I described, the state of I'm creating something, I'm doing something right and good, and I'm operating and I'm able to use all of my faculties, or a state of chaos and I'm moving a lot and I'm doing a lot, but I know it's not all adding up. It's not all directed by a vision. So I'm talking about this because I've been feeling a lot in the first. I've been feeling a lot in I'm building something for like a 10 years horizon, and I feel secure. And I feel good about that because before I didn't. For the last like 2 or 3 months, 2 or 3 years before the past like month or so, I was searching for that, but that state was elusive and I was really searching for it. And so now I have to be like grateful for that, and I have to note that, and I have to note, and I have to articulate that, and I have to document it, and I have to talk about it here. Because this vlog is this space for that kind of thing. This vlog is that kind of space for that kind of thing. The purpose of this vlog is to document those kinds of insights, experiences, and growth. And I just like this kind of pose, and I remember flashback to like being in 2020 in my West Loop apartments in Presidential Towers on the 30th floor with this amazing view of Chicago. And I had a baseball cap on, and I had this kind of beard, and I had this. I was talking to my GoPro, and I was like talking all about big visions of technology and how I was like, hey, I'm feeling good about that journey of the last 6 years because I'm at this point where I am at right now, and I'm creating content and I'm creating apps, and I'm feeling this kind of feeling of progress. So I love that, and I want to say thank you to the universe and myself. Like, keep going. Like, the key thing is also like appreciating yourself. Knowing what you're doing well is, in art, it's knowing what you're doing well is the key thing that will allow you to actually grow, because then you know this is good. I have to do more of this. All right. Thank you for watching and listening. And as always, I'm sending you good thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations, because every thought matters. May you be free from suffering.